I came to the realization a little bit ago that I might have brain rot, and that might be like cringe to say out loud, but I can't like function normally as a human being. I know that term brain rot gets thrown around more than a Heisman winner's girlfriend, but in my case, I think it's true. I feel like every generation kind of grows up hearing a variation of the same thing. You know, don't sit too close to the TV or you'll go blind. Don't play too many video games, you'll rot your brain. Or it's because of that damn phone. I saw something recently about how, like, no experience is sacred anymore aside from, like, vomiting. People are watching something or scrolling while they eat, while they brush their teeth, while they use the bathroom. And the thing that I saw said that the only sacred experience left is vomiting, because you can't really vomit into a toilet while watching something or scrolling through TikTok. If you personally can, it's sad, but honestly, I'm a little impressed. I think we collectively started to see that no experience was sacred when people started using their phones when they went to the bathroom. There's this kid I used to play Minecraft with, and actually I'm still friends with him to this day, but he used to go to the bathroom and be in the bathroom for 45 minutes to an hour sometimes. And he couldn't have always been doing what, like what people would insinuate that he's doing. This was way back in the day, so he was probably watching like Vine or playing Clash of Clans, Clash Royale. But I didn't like when people insinuated that that kind of thing was bad. I mean, like, obviously it was bad for me because I wanted him to come back and help me beat the Wither. But I didn't see how being on your phone, texting, watching videos or anything was different from someone reading the newspaper on the toilet or reading the newspaper at the breakfast table. There was a long time where I thought that I was immune to what we now call brain rot, even like before the term started being thrown around. Most of that just comes from the fact that I didn't have a phone until I was like 16, almost 17. And when I did eventually get my first phone, and every phone after that, I didn't really use it the same way that other people did. I thought the whole Snapchat streaks thing back in the day was really stupid. I didn't post a whole lot on Instagram or use Instagram all that much, because the constant for me before I had a phone was YouTube. I would watch it on my family computer or my mom's iPad. I guess I just wasn't really focused on the social media aspect of things. Anyone that uses YouTube as much as I do knows that the self-help stuff will come up eventually. And at the end of last summer, I got a bunch of stuff that was very anti-social media and anti-brain rot and pro-productivity. There's a lot of stuff that Arrow made me try, but basically the end result of that is I ended up right where I began. I had an iPhone and I had all the distracting apps, albeit I did delete some social media accounts, but there was nothing to stop me from relentlessly consuming media. I'm sure you guys remember the fact that TikTok was gonna be banned like 2 weeks ago, and I don't like TikTok. I will tell people I don't like TikTok. I don't like the distraction it poses, but I keep it on my phone and I get caught in the doom scroll. I'm no better than anybody else. When I have a lot of free time, I like to watch YouTube videos, but if I'm doing something simple and I just want the quick dopamine rush, I'll watch TikTok. The problem is that it started to be that I would watch TikTok while I eat. I'd watch TikTok while I brush my teeth. I'd watch TikTok whenever I have the free time to watch TikTok. And like sometimes that would be substituted with YouTube, but that's not the point. I had some like genuinely embarrassing moments the day that TikTok was banned. It was the night of January 18th, and I clicked on TikTok out of muscle memory just because I was doing something mundane. Basically, baby needs his Binky and Baba. But right when I was getting ready to suckle on the TikTok teat, I get the banned message. So I checked Twitter and I saw that everyone was freaking out, and that was it. That's the end of TikTok, I guess. I closed it and I went on to, do some productive stuff that night. And later I was making a ham and cheese hot pocket in the microwave, and while I was waiting for it to be done, my brain rot muscle memory kicks in and I click on TikTok again just to be greeted with the ban message again. And Lord, did that make me feel like a freak. I was really disappointed in myself, and after that I didn't click on it for the rest of the night. Went about my night, did whatever I needed to do, and I went to bed. I woke up in the morning and did my usual morning routine, and a little bit after I woke up, the muscle memory thing kicked in again, and I clicked on TikTok again. I realized what had happened as the app was loading up, and I got really disappointed in myself before finding out that TikTok was actually back. But I couldn't enjoy it, and I couldn't look at the app because I was experiencing post-brain rot clarity. And I kind of tried to promise myself that I'd be a little better with short-form content, but TikTok in particular, and try to live in the mundane moments because I think humans are meant to be bored, at least sometimes. I wasn't doing very good at it. I was still watching videos while I brushed my teeth and all that other stuff. And the other day, I had a vision, an epiphany, if you will. I saw this. And if you're only listening and not watching, it's the poster for the Adam Sandler movie Click. Now, I don't want to spoil anything about Adam Sandler's Click, but the premise of the movie is that he has a remote that he can use to fast forward the boring parts of life, fast forward his job so he could enjoy his free time more, fast forward arguments so he doesn't have to live through that inconvenience. But there's essential and beautiful moments that you miss out on when you try to escape the mundane or the uncomfortable. Now, I hadn't seen Adam Sandler's Click in a few years, but when I got that vision of that stupid poster with him holding that remote, I realized that I'd be missing out on a lot of life's best moments. I realized a lot of things, like the fact that I can't play and enjoy certain games anymore if I'm not watching YouTube or something stupid on the side. I started to think that maybe the reason I can't enjoy these games a certain way I used to isn't just because I'm not as young anymore, but also because I'm not playing the game the way it's meant to be played. Like, why would you mute Minecraft music to watch, like, Shark Tank on the side or something? I used to just play games. I didn't need to be watching YouTube or listening to music. I could just play the game. And that felt, like, icky to me, so I decided just a couple days ago, actually, that if I'm doing something, then I'm just gonna do that thing. And when I do try to watch content because it's normal to seek out entertainment, I try to watch stuff that's a little more grounded. Stuff that's more like the old YouTube that I grew up on and isn't so fast-paced, high-energy, constant stimulation. That's not all of it though. I try to focus more of my free time on YouTube, and that might not be like reflected the best right now, but I promise it will be soon. I'm just trying to think more, and I used to tell people this a lot, but I think it's way better to create than to passively consume. And in a lot of ways, but especially that way, the next month or couple months is definitely going to be a lot of me taking my own advice. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like you should listen to everything I say or do what I do. My life experiences aren't universal, and I recognize that people have different responsibilities and obligations and views on family and relationships and experiences. I don't know it all, and I acknowledge that. I hate when people try to pretend that their life experience is a blanket statement for everybody. These videos to me aren't meant to be preachy or whatever. I view it more as like we're all sitting in an Xbox Live party and chopping it up. But of course, it's not a conversation if I don't hear back from you guys. So I wanted to remind everyone again that I did launch the mailbox. You guys can send me your own stories or just things you need to talk through, and I'll potentially feature them in a video. And that email is going to be in the description. I hope to hear from some of you guys. But anyways, sorry for the app. This video was going to be a completely different thing, but this is just sort of where I ended up. I'm doing a little bit better. I hope you guys are doing good. And yeah, see ya.